And coming up next, our main event, a matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. So here he is, the #1 middleweight contender, getting set for this 185-pound title fight. He believes this title shot should have come a long time ago, but he has let bygones be bygones. The focus now, unseating the champion in dominant fashion and starting a new middleweight legacy of his own. 25 minutes or fewer away from becoming the new champion. We will see how he performs tonight. So here's the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, making the walk, looking to defend his title. It is certainly something that he's been able to do in the past. He has been challenged on this title run. It's not as though he has run roughshod through this division, but they're all still chasing him at 185 pounds tonight. At least on paper, could be his most difficult challenge to date. And now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Adesanya is 5 years the elder. He is 2 inches taller. He will have a 5-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 10 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, presenting the challenger, Khamzat Borz Chimaev. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
UFC belt on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch him up and we are underway.
Are you ready? You ready?
Round 1 is upon us between 2 of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break down the field.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans.
All right, early round 1, we'll see if he can use that jab and try to keep his opponent on the outside. Must be nice for these long fighters, huh?
I mean, they are able to touch you as you try to enter into range. Tonight, he needs to use his jab, use his kicks to hit his opponent before his opponent can get into range to even start to think about striking.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's gonna be.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's gonna stop this thing.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. And he landed the right hand there.
Big, powerful punch land. Now he gets back in range.
Nice job moving off the center line. He slips to avoid that right hand. And they separate. Hook is there again. And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. Another shot here. Lands a right hand upstairs. Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC. Just misses with the jab there. All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Tries to work it into a takedown. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. So he lands a double jab there. He continues to work off of that weapon, and you felt like that was a big key for him coming in tonight.
Very important for him to start popping that jab. He's doing it over and over again, and he's finding a ton of success.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Adesanya.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Working out of that southpaw stance. And both guys really throwing with authority. Big left hook coming, it's blocked.
You take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows. Good takedown defense by Israel.
All right, so leg kicks on leg kicks, the big storyline in that round. DC, take us through the replay.
Yeah, he was, I mean, what a display of high-level striking. What a display of getting the leg to the target very, very quick. So quick that your opponent cannot react. Great job.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. I need another one just like that.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always gonna be. When you have two very talented fighters, sometimes it's very even. That's what we saw in round number one.
Effective punch there by Adesanya. Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination from the walkout to the entrance, when he's in the octagon, the fighting style. He just kind of has that thing that makes you want to stop and stare at Israel Adesanya.
Nice jab, follows up with a nice right hand.
It's such a fast leg kick.
Hey, finally gets the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort, but finally that shot was good enough to get his opponent down.
I don't know how many times, John, I could have watched this guy shoot takedown attempts without securing one. It's almost like out of pity. You feel good for him to finally get it done. Now what does he do with this top control?
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Oh, right to the mount.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Volume strikes continue to rain down. His opponent pretty helpless there on the ground.
His opponent is helpless. He's been hurt, he's been battered, he's been beaten, and now this guy's just trying to find the right time to land the strike that ends the fight.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
I mean, how many can he take? So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, oh, he might be out.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
So fighter a little bit stunned, holding on to him now, not doing a ton, just looking to recover. Oh, straight right. Well, just exhausting watching some of these takedown attempts. He's unable to get it there.
And he's attempting them over and over again. How long before he gets discouraged and accepts that this is going to be a stand-up fight?
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
No problem getting inside to land that straight punch. He's got a huge edge and reach, and he made good use of it there.
Liver kick.
Oh, blocks that kick to the body. Nicely done. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. We'll finish this fight.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Nice straight punch.
Oh, what a kick! And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, and he tags him with the straight, beautifully placed there by Adesanya. Well, you're starting to see the damage now, bleeding from his cheek. Again, they clinch. Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round. Very useful here towards the tail end of the frame. Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
10 seconds. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round, saved by the bell. So back to the stool, mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous 2 rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now moving forward.
The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything you're trained to do and it stays this close, you gotta really switch it up. What corner was able to relay that message to their fighter better in between rounds?
Nice double leg takedown attempt there, and you gotta think that's something that's gonna give him confidence moving forward in this fight.
A lot of confidence when it happens that easily. He took a shot, he got a takedown. What now will stop him from doing it over and over again?
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Fighters back to their feet here.
As he gets close and he's out of the kicking range, he'll change his stance.
And there comes the separation now. Adesanya's kick to the body, that one blocked. Slips. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Just out of range with the big right hand. Not there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Right hand punching the clinch.
Oh, he got that inside leg kick to the target there, DC. You don't want to eat too many of those.
No, you can't. It starts to beat up the inside thigh. That is a technique you use to really slow down your opponent.
So a big knockdown for him in the previous round. Confidence is high and building here in this next round.
Confidence is key, and he has a ton of it right now.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off. Ooh, big shot lands.
You knew if he landed that weapon repeatedly, it could be a short night for his opponent, but that was just one perfectly placed strike that his opponent candidly didn't even see coming. It landed flush, and the rest, as they say, is history. Big knockout win for him here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched blood.
I mean, a competitive fight that one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight, but both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 19 seconds of the 3rd round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last Adesanya.
So another step in the right direction for the last style bender, New Zealand's Israel Adesanya, as he gets his hand raised yet again inside the octagon. Not a perfect performance necessarily, but another W, and that is